Okay, we should be live on everything.
Great. We have our towels. That's what's important.
We have the towels. That's what's important. Good.
We have the answers to life.
I just gotta change the chat here. There we are. So we are live.
I can scoot this over because people can still see it.
Okay. So we are live. I gotta take this volume
Great.
down.
We're live. View the answers to life. Can you see the answers to life?
The answer to everything.
It is the answer to everything. Yes, the universe
Is
and
the answer to
everything.
the universe and everything. It's
It's
important.
only important if you bring your towel
Okay,
there.
got it. It's only important if you bring your towel. Wait, you curve this a little bit. Let's yeah, there you go. That makes sense.
And don't rely on me
Now,
for
we
visual.
just got a challenge on Snapchat, so we're about to do it. We should both do it. Hold on.
Oh,
Unless
you
that
guys-
motherfucker didn't send it to me. Of course he didn't send it to me. Okay. Then I can't do it, but alright. Where's he at?
Great. He's
The
here.
camera's right
Just tell me when.
When?
Yeah? When? Oh, okay. Ready? Yeah? Cheers.
Tequila. Cheers. Ah,
Yum.
we got James Hardy watching already. We're almost. The show is not started yet. We'll be with you in a second. We're just kind of warming up. How you guys doing? Wait, it's like this. We gotta.
No, but I like pointing. I point.
I'm
Oh.
I'm also pointing.
This is important. We need a ride.
It's a special episode.
Earth could be destroyed at
I
any
know.
moment.
We need the answer to
We
the
need to-
universe and everything.
We have it. It's here.
It's
Right here. Okay? And just in case there's danger, we have a towel.
What's up, Dan?
But why? Why?
Why?
Because it's
What's
episode
up?
number.
Well, yeah, I usually announce that somewhere.
Well, it's the pre-show.
It's the
It's the
pre-show.
pre-show.
So it's gonna be episode
That's
negative
fine.
42, which is exciting because it's officially the answer to everything. What's going on over there?
I'm just saying negative at podcast negative 42. Yeah. Cheers.
I should really. Oh, look, Jacob Stone's watching. What kind of weirdo? You're watching from next to us.
Oh man. Fucking creeper. Look at this creeper over here. Look at this face.
Stop using the bandwidth, asshole.
This is the face of a creeper over here. It's good Wi-Fi.
It's good Wi-Fi.
Google Fiber. You should have it.
Google Fiber here?
Yeah, I do.
Can I get a
1,000.
cable in and plug my...
Yes, actually you
router
can.
next time?
It's over there.
We're not doing this in the pre-show. All right.
Okay, well, I mean, if you want to, it's fine.
Are you drunk enough of this?
Am I drunk? Is this a real question? Okay, so I have been drinking for about 6 hours now.
6 hours.
Yeah, I think what time is it now? I don't even know the time.
It's on my screen. It's 11:20.
It's 11:20. We started drinking at about 3 p.m. It has been way longer than 6 hours.
Yeah, bro, it's been a second.
Yeah, it's been about 8 hours. So, 8 hours of drinking. I feel great. I've had plenty of food, plenty of alcohol, plenty of Psyduck. Psyduck.
Alrighty. So,
No.
whew.
I think I got a Snapchat back. Let's see.
Cool. Let's see. Thanks.
Yay!
So Fangs, so Fangs just sent a.
I think
We should have shown it, but I guess
I can show you. Yay!
Yeah, he said yeah. No, they're not gonna.
Yay! I can. No, I can't play.
And we'll go with the video because it's doing that challenge. We're sending people a shot and want
Yep.
people to take a shot with them. All right, so we are sort of ready, I guess.
Yeah.
You got notes in there?
Oh well, things
Oh, you
in
gotta
case
plug those in?
mentions of things.
Yeah,
I don't
well,
know,
sure,
and
absolutely, that's-
whatever. Yeah.
That's a good thing to do when you're being on somebody's show.
Sometimes.
Okay, so the volumes are good. The screen looks okay.
It's really only good if you have kids.
Oh, that's true.
Unless you want to,
Fucking bump.
that would be hilarious. Unless you really want to see me on my Facebook page for Sindalia, then you can go there. But everything else is for children because it's Miss Busby's page. Yes.
Make sure you say that in the show because this is not recorded and the recorded part.
I'm definitely not ever going to mention it again.
Oh, God damn it.
Okay.
All right, so the show is about to start, everybody. If you're not ready, I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, Ed, how you doing? All right, the show begins. Where are my icons. Those are not the correct icons. Oh, I have to be over there. Got it.
Looking for a signal.
You're looking for a signal. All right, let's start the show here. 1, 2, here we go.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
But it's not my place to judge why people like a weird thing. I never do that.
Then what are you for?
Treachery to intellectual integrity.
Drooling, blithering idiots.
Absolute moral chaos.
What the is wrong with you? What the What I'm saying is the planet's on fucking fire.
Patient.
Life is chaos of nothing.
Life is sacred.
Welcome, everybody. welcome. How you doing? My name is Spider, and
Sandalia.
and this is the freak and the. Oh, that's way up. Hold on. What just happened there?
It's become deviant.
Yeah, what just happened? The show is off. We ruined everything. Let's
Oh,
start
no.
with the fuck up. This is starting with the fuck up.
We need Baymax.
Yeah, we need
Man.
Baymax. Sadly, no, Baymax has been busy. Also quarantined. So this is the quarantine episode of the freak and the deviant. This is episode -2, guys.
-2.
Which means
The answer to the universe and everything.
Who has their towels?
It's important.
Everybody's ready. Yeah.
Look for your signal.
If they look for the signal.
Yes. If you need the answer to everything, here it
We
is.
have it on the table. The answer to everything is on
In
the
case
table.
you forget.
And it is not tequila at all.
No, it has nothing to do with vodka. No.
Now that you do it, vodka tequila. Welcome, everybody. This is the Freak and the Deviant, the podcast about anything and everything that could be considered weird, anything that's deviant behavior, anything that might make you feel uncomfortable in front of regular society. That is exactly what we like to talk about. And welcome, Sam. Thank you for joining us for the show.
I'm
Taking
excited.
the place of Baymax here, which
Yes.
It's so sad not to have him here. It's probably the first episode, no,
Second episode without him.
Second.
Yeah, once he was sick and I had somebody take over that was supposed to be the guest. And then he was the co-host.
Oh,
and
gotcha.
it was a
So,
Burners, we talked about a lot of burn stuff, but now you are a metalhead.
it's true.
So that's a completely different kind of deviant weird
Yes.
And,
Especially if you're also a teacher.
I definitely want to talk about the mixture of you're a kid's person.
Yeah.
You like
I love children way more than adults.
and you like metal, which tends to have very opposite.
Yes.
And,
Absolutely.
we need to talk about your goal to sort of connect those things at some point.
That's-
We also want to talk about death and mourning.
Yes.
What happens, how people usually deal with it. Because this is something that I would like to point out. Even weirdo, even deviants, even freaks mourn their dead. Their dead.
Exactly.
And so far from what I've seen, in very similar methods, very similar ways.
Yes.
From isolation to try self-comfort, pets.
Yes. Absolutely. Yes. Everyone has to go through the same steps of grievance. And even if someone has not died yet, even if you have just lost something materialistic,
Yeah.
if it is that important to you, you will still go through those same steps of grievance. Now, it depends, though, on the person how long each step lasts. Some maybe 2 seconds.
You're doing the 5 steps of. Is it
How many steps? Ooh, man. So don't quote me. Is it 5? So I'm gonna look it up just to make sure because I don't like being inaccurate.
I'm down with
If it is 5 steps, then
You're
we'll.
missing one. Like I'm doing the wrong one.
Yeah. Steps of grievance steps.
See, I think monk went through.
There's
with the
12.
second- There's 12.
12 steps. I was like 5
I'm
doesn't.
doing
Oh,
it
well,
wrong.
it says 5 stages.
Stages.
So steps are different. 12 steps is a whole nother.
Yeah,
Thing.
apparently.
We're not dealing with anything.
No.
I'm saying.
So the first is denial,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
yeah, we can talk
not
about. So we can talk about the stages. Absolutely. They don't
Yeah,
go
let's
through
go-
stages
let's
of
go to
denial.
the-
So,
Right.
okay.
Well, you haven't
So
watched
let's
anyone.
set up the premise.
Yes, let's
The
explain.
premise for this is I am going through some stages of grievance for my grandfather. My grandfather is quarantined, and I am not allowed to go see him They quarantined him and they told us we are not allowed to go say goodbye. And that is the saddest thing that has probably ever happened in my life. He is a very important person in my life. He did a lot of awesome things for me as a kid. He basically rescued me from a lot of toxic things. Yes, when a lot of abusive things were happening to me, he rescued me and would always come pick me up, no matter what time. 2 a.m. It could be 2 a.m. and I would call him, 8 years old, just crying and screaming, and he would come pick up me and all of my siblings, and it was awesome. And now I cannot even go say goodbye to him as he is sick in the hospital. So, of course, everyone starts to grieve in their own way. Sometimes it happens before, sometimes it happens after a death. But denial happened for me a while ago. The state of person that I am, I believe that life does not go on after you die, and I believe once you die, existence is done. You're like a computer, you turn off, you no longer exist. So to know that someone is going to die, that happens. Denial happened for me a long time, years ago. I got past denial because I understand that everyone is going to die. So the next step is anger. The anger happened for me when I found out I could not go say goodbye. I was prepared that this would happen. I was. My denial was done. I did not know I would not be allowed to go say goodbye. So we are hoping that he can get in home hospice, but they don't know when that's going to happen because of all of this coronavirus going on. They have lack of staff. They have lack of supplies. I try to be understandable because it is a very trying time for literally everyone and all elderly people who are sick right now. Yeah. So I have to be understanding when they quarantine him, but I am very angry because I was not prepared to not say goodbye. Absolutely. I have been so angry. I am very intoxicated at the moment because of this.
You needed it.
Yes, absolutely. And if I wasn't intoxicated right now, I would be bawling. I would be crying. I would be so sad. I wouldn't even be able to talk about this if I had not had alcohol in my system, and that's very sad to say. Please don't be an alcoholic. This was a personal choice. Please make your own decisions. I am not responsible for your choices.
It's not advice in any way.
Yes, exactly. So I am very much angry. The next is bargaining. So yes, my bargaining is that I want them to find a way to get him to home hospice so that I can say goodbye. I understand that this has been coming for a long time, and it's not fair that he cannot be surrounded by his loved ones. It's just not okay. So I have been begging them to find a way to get him home so that I can drive 4 hours to at least maybe be able to talk to him beforehand. Yes, so I've tried bargaining. Depression, this is a complicated one for me because yes, I have depression 24 hours a day, and it goes along with anxiety, PTSD, ADHD, OCD, so many things that I can't even count on two hands. So depression, it's kind of already there for me, but for other people, it will come along and it will make you feel like nothing matters. Because the next step is acceptance, and no, I have not accepted this because I can't say goodbye to him. They're not letting me go see him. How can I accept something if I was not ready for this? So it's very hard. Once you have accepted, though, it gets easier, and hopefully this will get easier. Hopefully I should not have to drink all of this alcohol to be able to talk about it. But for now, the alcohol makes it easier, and I'll wean myself off of it.
Absolutely, yeah, that's something.
I'm sorry to hear that. This is where, again, this is one of the conversations I'm always not uncomfortable. What do you say? I'm always anxious because this is the one of the things that even among freaks, I'm the weird that doesn't look at it that way. My grandpa died, and I didn't care. And it's one of those things that my dad like looked at me and I didn't cry, and he got more upset. So I faked crying, which made me feel like a fucking sociopath because I can't believe I had to do that. But it was like he feels like I don't care about my grandpa. I do care. I just don't see death in a tragic. Like so. One of the ways that I think I described it many times is that I truly believe, I think just by experience, there's a cat sneezing that is the most adorable thing across the room.
Which allergies.
Allergic to
She's
freaks.
just chilling, yeah.
But yeah, so it's one of the things I always thought, and I think this is, I saw Coco from this city recently, and I think it might have to do with my Mexican side, that you are made of memories, and you don't exactly, I know, I'm not showing my butt, I saw the comments.
They're definitely asking you to show your.
To interrupt that comment what you were saying.
You didn't have to say it out loud. I was pointing.
Yeah, no, I laughed. I was looking laughed. Alright, I'll keep it to myself.
Anyway.
But yeah, so I believe that people are made of memories. A person is nothing but memories. And this is true when you hear family members of Alzheimer's, where grandma's not grandma anymore. If she doesn't know who I am, she's not grandma. So I have a very hard time thinking that when her body dies, all of a sudden they're gone. I don't think they are. Anybody that exists in any level in your life left a mark. And as long as you remember them, they are there. My voice is echoing badly.
Whose voice? My voice or his?
It's a spider. So we're talking about my voice is echoing, which is probably not.
It might be this room. This room is huge.
Oh, I know what it is. Is that headset? This should stop. The thing is that this microphone picks up those headphones, and that's where the audio is.
Oh, I said.
No.
Okay. Well, this makes a lot more sense. Okay.
But I had the
Got
audio
it.
on the wireless headphone. That
Got it.
should make it better. Anyway,
Got it.
the idea here is that I don't believe that you're gone until you were forgotten. So, and that happens in Coco. You die, but then you're
I love
still
that
there.
movie so much.
And then
Yeah.
the dude that gets forgotten disappears.
Yeah.
That's what
I
death
love
is.
that concept. Yeah.
And and I never visualized it before, but I think I believe that since I was a kid. And it might be part of my culture, I just never recognized it.
Realized it.
Yeah. So when people die, I'm like, I'm not gonna forget the lessons I learned from that person. I have memories of that person. I might not be able to create more, but that could have happened if I moved out of state, which I moved out of my country. A lot of people died by those definitions because I can no longer make memories with those people, right?
Exactly.
So again, maybe the whole changing countries might have simulated what death would be to a lot of people. A lot of people just lost
Interesting.
them.
So
Never see them again.
you basically went through the steps of grievance without people actually dying.
Yeah.
It was just knowing that connected. So people can go through those steps of grievance without with any loss. It doesn't matter what the loss. Anything you can go through those steps of grievance, and you should know. No one has the right to tell you that you are not entitled to those feelings.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Those are always going to be valid.
Always. There are so many people that have told me before, they tell me, calm down. Or
That totally works.
Yeah, absolutely works when you're so upset. Tell someone to calm down. That's the first thing that's going to help them. Absolutely.
Let me throw my whiskey on that fire.
But you are very entitled to your feelings. Absolutely. No matter what they are. No one can tell you.
So that's one of those things that I always felt kind of like a freak because, again, most people have their grandparents dying. It's, again, I've been through it. And it didn't affect me the way I expect normal people would. Right? Where I was just like, but I've done a bunch of things and I haven't talked to them in years, so why would that matter now? To me, I guess they died on time because I stopped interacting with them.
Exactly.
Stopped talking to me, and I know I'm a weirdo and atheist, and I got this weird lifestyle, and that completely, a lot of my family just.
And just because they're family does not mean that you owe them anything.
That's the thing. I have, in fact, mourned friends that I believe should probably have lived longer. So I had like a DJ friend that died a few years ago. The dude was like 24 or something like that. And he died of like an overdose or something stupid. And it's like,
That's so
and
sad.
that pissed me off. Like, I was angry,
Yeah,
I was sad.
absolutely.
Like, this dude told me I had a lot of life to live. And the dude left, like, and it's just like that fucking sucks. But I also had like an older guy die, and he was like in his 60s. And I believe I became an atheist through conversations with the dude. This is Bradshaw. His daughter's watching Bradshaw, Brad Coleman. I used to work Whataburger with him every day, work overnight, and we talked for hours. At some point, the Mormon, Jim, who has been in the show.
I remember the last episode that I watched.
At some point, it was me, Jim, and Bradshaw. And Bradshaw's like a mega atheist, and then I was kind of a discovery. I was just becoming an atheist, and then Jim's a Mormon. Glorious conversation. We're like 8 hours from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Bored out of our minds. You know,
That sounds awesome. Those are the best conversations.
Yeah, we have beautiful conversations. I learned so much about like religion and ideology.
And that's where you
Change
change.
with people that don't necessarily agree with you.
Right.
And he would just show up with a question in mind, like, "Hey, why is there something instead of nothing?"
Boy, was that a conversation.
I love
And,
that.
the dude died like
Oh, I don't love that.
very old. I mean, he must have been by 70. Like, he was like 60 when I met him, and he died years later. Like,
That makes a lot of sense. So he had a good life, hopefully.
I hope so. And
He had a long life.
He had done a bunch of drugs, like crazy, like hardcore drugs, and the dude has schizophrenia. He was missing an eye. Like, yeah, you know, he had
A lot of stuff going on with this guy.
He wrote a short story that I would like to show you someday.
I love short stories. If
and
you
it's
don't know, I
about-
write short stories.
Yeah, and it's
Maybe
about
one day
an
I'll
atheist
publish one.
whose daughter was killed and raped. And,
Wow.
and when he gets killed by a car accident or something, he argues with God. Like, how dare you judge me, motherfucker?
Yeah.
You did this to my daughter.
That is the
Probably will.
not denial, a compromise when you're trying to.
Bargaining,
Yes, that is the bargaining side
so-
of death. Correct.
But again, he was a very interesting dude, and when he died, it bothered me that the week before he died, he had called me saying, "We can hang out, man, I miss you." And I was like, "Yeah, man," and it was not like I'm too busy for him. I was just like, "Yeah, next time I get a chance, I'll hit you up. You live by me, like I can go pick him up."
Yeah, exactly.
You know, have a couple drinks. It'll be an interesting night, and
Right.
I love having conversations with the dude. And my first thought was like, I need to put him in a fucking podcast. That'd be fantastic.
Yes.
I believe most of our conversations should have been podcasts because we have beautiful conversations.
Don't you? Well, you don't love that, but you like love it when you're having such a good conversation with someone, and in the middle of it, you wish that you could be streaming it because it is that great of a conversation.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And this is the reason I started a podcast because me and Baymax have been having this podcast started years before the podcast started because me and him always we had gotten drunk and like just gone for a walk, fucked up, and we just go walk for miles drunk, having conversations about everything, and we have no rules whatsoever. So he'll say some fucked up shit about my past, and I'm like, dude, that's fucked up, but I'm like,
But at the same time,
we don't mean it in an
it's
offensive way,
so great to communicate those things.
yeah, we had this openness, and so we're like, dude, we need to start a podcast and talk about like just the conversations we regularly have are beautiful. And we could, some people might
And
enjoy
what
it.
a great concept.
Yeah.
It's the best. It's so taboo. It's so great for people who can't normally go out and talk to everyday society about these subjects. And these subjects that,
Because you're the weirdo and
yes, exactly, but these are subjects that should not be taboo. They are taboo because specific people in power in history have told us that they are taboo, and it has, yes, and it has, yes, the sheeple. I love to call them the sheeple. They have decided, and will continue to decide as the authorities tell them what to be in society. So these are the things I love to talk about because, of course, as a teacher, children that you should accept everyone for who they are and what they like, and
I think the least judgmental people I've ever met in my life, kids.
absolutely,
They'll look at me covered in makeup and all.
Absolutely.
weird looking, and they're like, "Ah, let's go."
exactly. They love how much I listen to metal. I would have metal Fridays, and as long as they followed directions, we would listen to metal all day, and they loved it. And I told the parents, sent a letter home, of course, because you have to be nice about it, and told them that we would be doing this, and the kids loved it. The only ones who didn't love it Have already developed preconceived notions. Exactly. But if you show things to people who don't have these preconceived notions or who have given up their preconceived notions, they are more likely to appreciate what you have to show them, even if they don't like it. Even like I had so many kids who would tell me, "I don't like your music, but I love that you're showing it to me." I had so many kids, children would tell me this, not adults, children with no one who told them to show that type of appreciation. They just had heard it for the first time in their life and decided that they would tell me they didn't like it, but you know what, Miss Busby, which is my teacher name, I love this because you love this.
And I think a lot of people kind of, this is another thing that's kind of a turn for my liking for friends and stuff. People that have passion for anything. When you see passion in someone, it's palatable. You know, you're like I don't even know what you're into, but I can see you're into it.
Yes.
I might not understand it, but I can see that passion.
Exactly.
And people, at least I enjoy it. I see someone who's like, it's not my cup of tea, man, but I fucking dig that you're that into that.
Exactly. That is all the time.
That's what my appeal is
To other people, when people see me,
Yeah.
they're like, I don't know what the fuck that dude's about, but he's into it.
And if as long as you are into it, as long as you are comfortable and love who you are, then other people are going to accept it. It's we do, yeah, I love it. I hate that some of your roommates get.
This is the bracelet from the Pride Parade that says,
So it
you're
says,
strong. You want to say it?
yeah, I do. You are strong enough to be yourself. And this is amazing. Of course, the freak and the deviant on it.
Just got the
It is,
podcast
I would have to get very close for you to actually see it. But here's a bracelet, and this is one of the first things. Actually, the second thing that you gave me. The first thing was a random card from your card trick.
Yeah, card trick.
But this really stuck with me, and I put it here for
I love
my
that people did that. Just put it on the table so people can see it.
because you are strong enough to be yourself, and everyone should accept you for who you are. If you are an angry person, that is okay. If you are a silly person, that is okay. If you are a serious person, that is okay. No matter what your personality, it should be okay.
Yeah.
And
And you start pretending so other people will like you.
Yes.
You are now not a person.
if you keep trying to please other people, no one is going to like you because you are not being real. People, yes, that is exactly what a poser is. Yes. If you're trying to please everyone, you are indeed a poser. Just be you, whatever you like. When I was a kid, so many people tell me that I should not like certain things. And I finally learned so many years later, yay, 30 years old, giving away my age. It's great.
I don't think I've given mine out.
Well, now they know
I
mine.
still have a thing about who looks older.
Well, now you know mine. I am 30 years old, and
The question is, are you younger or older than me?
I'm not going to
You
answer
guess.
that. Yeah, I want you to guess. Is he older or younger than me? That's the question. But the real thing is that it took me until 30 years old, technically 29, I guess, because I only turned 29, or I only turned 30 like a couple months ago. So it took me till I was 29 to finally figure out that I don't give a shit what anyone thinks. Not even, and this is the most important, not even my family. I do not even care what my family thinks. I do not care what my mom thinks. I hope she's watching this. I don't give a fuck what my dad thinks. I give so little fucks. I give negative fucks about what my brother thinks about me. Negative. I give, yes, negative 42 fucks about what my brother thinks of me. I don't care anymore. I spent my entire life trying to be what they wanted me to be and trying to figure out what they wanted to be. That's the kicker, is that I didn't even know what they wanted, but I was still trying over and over to be. I was almost engaged 2 times. I don't even believe in marriage, and I almost got engaged twice. I don't even want children, and I almost got engaged to someone whose children I would have to take care of for the rest of my life. And I don't have to do that because I decided that my acceptance of myself was way more important than my family's, than my friends. I have lost friends because of my journey to find myself, and that is okay. It is perfectly fine. You will find the people who love you and accept you for who you are, because I have, and I didn't think it was going to happen. And I spent 2 years trying to discover myself, finally got back out there, and when I finally found people who accepted me for who I was, I realized, yep, absolutely. I realized that it didn't even matter what my family thought, and I have been so much happier. 3 months. We've only known each other for 3 hauntings. We met because of a haunted house, and it was weird. Not what?
Yeah, he works with us, I think.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, Spider randomly introduced himself to me, and I went to their fun end of the year party, even though I only got to do 1 haunt, and I've never felt so accepted in my life. And if I told any...
in my circle of weirdos.
Yes! Any of my parents, right, exactly, but my family, if I had told them I was doing any of it before I had actually done it, maybe they aren't as accepting, and I love my family very much. I love you guys, but very judgmental. Yep, it's true. I love you guys very much. But yes,
I've known, I mean, at least, I don't know if you relate to the party, but I do believe,
This is one of those things that infuriates me, and I've talked about this in the show many times. There are, I've known, and look, Tiffany's watching. There are many people that discover who they are and what they want out of life way too late. Again, I just talked to a friend of mine that is now like 4 kids and something like 10 years into a marriage, and is like, you know what, this is not for me. And I'm like, oh wow, this is late. It's gonna
probably
take
should have figured that out
it's
a
gonna
while
take
ago.
a bit of effort to get out of that one.
Yes, I am happy I figured that
It's
out.
not impossible. I've seen people get out of that, like a bad situation like that.
You can.
It's like,
You can absolutely
but don't ever
make mistakes, and you can absolutely go on and have children and have a marriage and still do the thing you love. But I want people to understand it is not the most important thing. You don't have to have children. You don't have to be married.
Yeah, no,
Correct.
I know
To
girls
do the
that's like,
things.
if I'm not married, I have kids by 30, I gotta kill myself.
And it's like, no, you don't.
What?
No, you just have to love yourself.
Yeah.
That's it. You
That's
only
all.
have to love yourself.
That's something
And
I'm very proud my mom always encouraged. Which I don't think my mom ever. How do I say this without it sounding mean? My mom didn't take a big role in raising me.
that's not mean
She
at all.
just encouraged anything I'm into. Which is kind of my approach to my kid, right? Which is like, I'm not like, you're supposed to like these things I like. You're supposed to do this thing that everybody else does. It's like,
What is he interested in?
You like,
What do you want to do?
he likes watching YouTube videos that teach him how to draw things and cut them into cool shapes.
And
like,
maybe
that
he
is-
can learn how to draw
that
from that.
passion is
Maybe he'll
cool.
become an artist from that.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. And that's
Remember,
what.
years before he was born,
like a Facebook post of an emo kid with this like white tie jeans with like a rainbow shirt and a pink bandana, and it said like Blood on the Dance Floor on the wall, which I believe is a band that plays some kind of fancy music. I have no idea what it is. I legitimately don't know what it is. But he looked very effeminate, and the whole room was pink with like purple paintings and stuff.
Sounds like my
And there
favorite
was a
song.
meme on Facebook that said, "What would you do if your kid did that?" And I'm like, "Oh, fucking what?"
Congratulate him.
You know how much fucking passion it takes to do that shit to
Dude,
a wall? I
right.
didn't do that when I was in high school.
So-
I friendly posters here and there.
Exactly.
paint the whole wall.
No, I will bash my parents on a lot of things. Obviously, you have seen beforehand. But the one thing that I will never bash them on is that sort of acceptance. I remember the day that my dad actually walked into my room in college, I was home for the weekend or a holiday, whatever. I was home and staying in the extra bedroom, and he walked in and just straight up asked me, "Are you a lesbian?" Just no, no, I am not. I can tell you straight up, 100% very straight, 110%. If you've seen Bedazzled, you understand. Yeah. Yep. Then you understand that. Yep, that's why I say 110%. Yep. Yeah, exactly. So can that be your reaction at the end of the show? Bedazzled, that scene? We can look it up on YouTube.
I want to put a GIF, like a transparency. Or just
Please.
pop the GIF on the screen.
Oh my God,
Next time,
yes.
I don't have it.
Oh my God, that is one of my favorite gifts to pop up to people. Yeah, 110%. Yep, absolutely. My parents have always told me that I should do exactly what I want to do, exactly who I should be. The only difference is compared to other parents who actually provide them with those opportunities, is my whole family expects you to find your own way to do it. So, of course,
I think a good parent, what they want out of their kids is happiness. Not,
yes,
not
absolutely.
a doctorate, not this career, that career, respect.
And they get
None of that
worried
matters as much.
that if too much, then you're not going to find your happiness because you'll be too worried. Don't be worried about what your parents want.
Or at the same time, parents, don't be too worried about the direction your kids take.
Exactly, they're not you.
As long as they're happy, it doesn't matter that they don't do the things you do.
Absolutely. Encourage them, help them find the right way to think, help them.
On that note, except food, I think. If they're like, I don't want to eat because I don't like that, dude, you need to eat.
Well, you need to eat.
If you die, I'm in trouble. I need
Exactly.
you to eat.
You have to eat.
That's a fight. Like,
Although
like rice and beans, dude, but you need to fucking
rice
eat
and
it.
beans is what we have, and this is what you're gonna eat.
Yeah.
You don't want to eat it for dinner? Guess what's breakfast? Rice and beans.
He loves breakfast. It's
That
not even
was-
like pancakes or cereal. So
Yes.
he loves breakfast. But dinner time is when he's got to eat some of what we're making. And every now and then it's not something he's used to.
And that happens a lot when kids don't want to do the things that you want them to do. Yeah.
You help me with the what's
Reward.
it called? The reward system.
Yeah. The reward systems are
Yeah, he earns a sticker every time he finishes.
Yes. Does that help?
Yes.
Great.
Very excited.
So,
It still doesn't like rice. I don't know what kind
and
of
that's okay. You don't have to like rice.
But he will fight the rice and you choose forever. Like how? Like just choose the rice forever.
Because he thinks that'll get him more. You know.
Well, he gets the one when he plays. The thing is, I think he's afraid of swallowing it.
He probably doesn't really like it.
Yeah, he doesn't enjoy it.
So, in case you don't know, because none of you probably know unless you are in Spider's personal
Hey, you're my counselor.
life, I teach his son. I'm a teacher. I've been teaching for 10 years now.
Which is a good segue into.
In Texas, I'm considered a highly qualified teacher. A segue to what?
It's a good segue into your life.
Oh,
We're gonna
yeah.
plug your
Yeah,
stuff.
it is. So I have been teaching for 10 years, and my specialty is social emotional skills. My degree coincides with elementary education and child development psychology. So I do the ages, born to 12 years old. It's very important before you're 12 years old to set very important structures, very important morals, because after 12 years old, your brain starts to sort of solidify it. Yeah. And it becomes less malleable, less impressionable, and it's harder to break bad habits.
I think that where I have heard that before is that around that time is when it's too late to learn a second language.
Basically.
It becomes damn near impossible to not have an accent. I started learning English at 14.
And the same.
I have a very small accent. It's still there though because it was a little after my brain was done settling that shit up.
That's okay.
Some girls find the accent good. But I hate it. I hate accents. This is the one thing
I love accents. Accents are great.
I don't like the whole you have to do that.
Oh, if you work there, if you work at a Renaissance festival, in case you don't,
I'd rather be
if you're not in Texas, most people who aren't in Texas don't understand what RenFest is. So Renaissance Festival is in Texas, and we have 3 different Renaissance festivals. We have Texas Renaissance Festival, which is the biggest one near Houston. We have Scarborough, which is near Austin, and then Scarborough is in Waxahachie. It's near Dallas, and then we have Sherwood Forest, which is near Austin. And these are, like I said, Renaissance festivals. And if you work there, they basically expect you to have an accent, and you have to put on an actor type character.
I should probably do an entire episode with Thomas, with an actual Rennie that lives the lifestyle, to sort of
express in full detail what it's like.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Someone who actually works there.
Yeah, somebody
Yeah,
who lives that
absolutely. That would
Well,
that would be awesome.
He's straight up a Rennie. Like, he loves. By the way,
So he
doesn't love,
goes and camps there and
Like,
everything.
yeah, he owns land
right next to TRF.
Oh, awesome.
and he rents to the performers.
Oh,
He's
okay.
also a performer. I met him as a fire eater juggler.
That's
and
awesome.
he has amazing stories that I really want. I need to have him on the show at some point. I might
Very
actually
cool.
need to take the show to him. But
You could have him on Miss Busby's board, just saying. I think children would love seeing a fire performer on the show.
I'm pretty sure that can't be done. Like, I mean, I could film him.
He
out
could
there.
be outside.
Yeah, like,
He can literally be on his phone outside,
That's
and
true.
it would be fine.
but
I'm not looking for quality here. I'm looking for board.
But on that, just a little bit. I like to plug in. I need like I feel really bad about making internet content now because a lot of friends of mine that are performers live off of performing. Lost a fuckload of gigs to the
To
shit.
coronavirus.
Yeah.
I'm
I-
technically one of those.
Yeah, you're one of those because you teach overseas.
I
Right?
do. I
And
teach
you
to
lost a lot of
kids
those
in
gigs.
China, and many of those children are not taking classes right now.
Yeah, so that sucks a lot. But yeah, no, I have a friend. Thomas is one of them, and he lost thousands of dollars because that's where his money comes from. He's one of the best performers I've ever seen.
Man.
He inspires me to like want to perform more. But yeah, he lost a lot of money. So I would one of the things I would say is follow your performer friends that are like no longer doing gigs. A lot of them are starting websites, Patreons, performing online. Follow them, give them money. I don't
Support
do this,
them.
I don't do this for a living. This is definitely just for fun.
I don't even do doing my teaching stream because I want money. I'm just doing it because I know there are kids at home that you probably have, if you're watching now, who get bored during this shelter in place. I know most places have that going right now.
Yeah.
So if your kids are shelter in place, I actually have things they can do.
Yeah, so go ahead and plug
Yeah.
your, you don't have
So
to say it out
if you wanna know, I don't know if you wanna type it, but I have
I don't think I can. I mean,
yeah,
okay.
it would literally be right there. You would just type.
But that's for people that are watching, which is very few. People
you
are,
can-
These are listeners mostly.
Man, so in my OBS, I need.
I can't
So,
put it in there if you want me
In my OBS, I connected it. When I type in here, it goes to all 3 streams.
Oh, it will. Yes,
It
that
goes-
will
What
happen.
happened to?
Right.
The thing is, that's only for people that are watching live. Or
Oh, not for the podcast. I'm gonna say it out loud. I'm still gonna say it for sure.
Okay.
Definitely still
But yeah,
gonna
I'll type
say
it
it loud.
here if you want me to. What is it?
So the first one, if you watch Twitch, I do have a Twitch. So twitch.com/MissB.
It's
take it-
twitch.tv.
Oh, Twitch.
MS.
I say .com. Yeah. /Busby. MSBUSY. Please understand that it is for children, and if you come on there and you start commenting with things that are inappropriate, you will get blocked and you will never be allowed to see my Miss Busby stream again. Now you know. Okay, that's been said, and I'm happy with that now. I also have a Facebook. You can go to facebook.com/MissBusby and have cool ideas for your kids. I have been posting on there a lot more since this shelter in place, and daily, not today because today was a rough day, as you heard previously in this podcast, but tomorrow at least I will be doing my Miss Busby's board, and if you have Join Yourself, Just Be Chubbies. I do a stretch, wiggle, and workout is what we call it. And I actually use metal. I have some friends who are in metal bands, and I have gotten their permission. Ex Mortis, Black Crown Initiate, Turbid North, Brutality. I am so excited. We will be working out and stretching to those fun songs tomorrow. Yes, and I also have guests that come on. Spider came on and did music. Music.
No.
I said musician instead of magician last time. He did magic. I am. See, this time I'm inebriated. Last time I said musician, and I was.
Now.
Yeah, I didn't have an excuse last time because I was in teacher mode. No, I should have said magician, and I said musician. But he came on and he did magic, and that was fun. And we also do.
My son was in the room watching my trip.
Yes.
So it's not like the camera helped. The kid was there watching this close.
He was, yeah. But it was great. It was fun. He did great, and you did great, and we had other fun lessons. I taught everyone how to make smoothies. That was fun. Yeah, there were spoons involved. It was great. No one else understands that, but like 5 people understand that in my life.
At some point, we should put a spoon on the table.
We will.
I just remember I have a shirt with a spoon printed on it because one of my inspirations also for this show was something called the 80s Experience. It was a TV show. It's a TV show filmed in Austin, actually.
It's a TV show.
I know a couple of the hosts. What are you doing? Yep, you cut off the fucking podcast. That's what you did. All right.
Don't do that.
Don't touch my keyboard without knowing what you're doing.
Yes, sir. Understood.
You need to tell me what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
Just you click and put us on break.
I just didn't want you to have to stop talking.
No, don't. Just let me know.
I just want to type there.
Oh, okay. I'll click there. You can.
Okay, you keep talking. I apologize.
But yeah, so the 80s Experience is a local TV show, and what just happened? It's no longer playing. No,
That was like that before. You should be fine. It's there.
Yeah, we're still airing. It's
Yeah,
just not
you're
playing
fine.
live here.
Because you pressed pause.
No, you might have. No,
Maybe that's your problem, not
that's
mine.
definitely my problem. Here, let's re.
We're gonna. If you can still see and hear us, we're having technical difficulties on our end.
Little ones, yeah, that's fine.
This is great.
This is
It's
good.
okay.
This is good. We
I
have
have my-
towels if it gets
yes.
serious. Here we go. So you can type if you want to.
Okay.
Sorry
I
about that.
I believe you.
I believe you.
I don't know what you were talking about
Well,
before
you're
because I've had a
wrong.
lot of alcohol and it's been like 6 hours.
that.
Because I've been drinking for a really long time.
Oh, you're gonna put your Patreon? Okay.
That's
So
really.
in the-
This
in
is
the-
way
in
too
the
complicated.
80s Experience TV show. At some point, somebody had claimed that they had witnessed a miracle. That when they were kids, they had prayed for a spoon to turn into a fork, and it did so while they were eating. And of course.
I'm trying so hard not to laugh at that.
Oh, I laughed.
Okay.
And it's like, well, that's a story that is written over email. It's gonna need a little more than that. So from that point on, gotcha. So from that point on, what they decided to do is have a spoon in the show, and it's like, I need you to pray for that to happen during the hour and a half that we're live on TV, so that you can prove your point.
Oh my god, yes.
And every other show, somebody will pull the spoon. By the way, it's still a fucking spoon. Put it right back down and moving on. So, spoons. At some point, I was just trying to show I actually printed my own shirt.
That's
Still a
fantastic.
fucking spoon printed on the back
Oh
of the
my
shirt. And the 80s
goodness.
Experience that come front. Because I'm that weird supporter.
So, my roommate, speaking of spoons, there's a reason we're talking about spoons.
Oh, yeah, you have this idea.
Spoons are important. I have an idea, okay?
Well,
And
it becomes synonymous with giving a shit or having patience
exactly.
for doing things.
Yes. So
So having
this
spoons is a good thing.
the spoon is significant, and I have at least one tiny spoon that I started with, but the spoon will continue to get bigger and bigger until hopefully I have more spoons to give.
Okay, that came way out of context.
No, that was exactly what it should be.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay, let's stick
I.
with that. I thought you were completely listening. to the beginning of the
No. I did that on purpose.
story. Okay,
It's
the
okay.
spoon's gonna get bigger and bigger.
Yes, I have
If you rub
jokes.
it enough,
Okay.
it does get a little bigger.
Yes,
It really depends on
Exactly. Especially if you touch the tip. You just need a little.
Thank you. You just fulfill the thing that Baymax does the best, which is double down on my inappropriate humor.
Yes.
Rather than going,
Good.
wait, what did you say?
No.
He doubles down.
110% will double down on that. I don't even remember what.
20%.
If you know how to do your math.
I don't even remember what my roommates. What was I saying about my roommate and the spoon?
We were talking about religion and spoons, because I was talking about the atheist experience, but I'm not on your train of thought. I don't know where those tracks go. Mine have been missing for years.
Not
So
a
it's
lot
not
of
a good
people
thing
can
last
follow these tracks, including me. So with that being said, I don't remember where the train of thought was going. Remember, you're more than welcome to comment and remind me
Let her know what
of
she's
my
talking
train
about.
of thought. But we will move on to
So what you want to
other
do
things.
is to branch out. You want to invent
Oh, I
a new
am?
Genre of
music.
music.
Because you're
Right.
Metal and
Okay.
metal.
Yes. So.
Kids.
Correct. So I am a huge metalhead. I have been a metalhead since I was born. I started with Pantera, Metallica, Slayer. Thank you, Mom. Thank you. Excuse.
just wanted to see your reaction.
What is
to
it?
that.
Anyway,
But
this
it's
guy.
Not,
Anyway, thank you, Mom and Stepdad, for my taste in metal. Anyway,
No, my parents
then
taught me.
then we moved on from classic metal like Pantera and Slayer and Van Halen and Megadeth and Testament, who you don't even
Panic
know
at
who
the
that is.
Disco.
You don't even know who Testament is. Panic at the Disco, whatever.
metal, right?
Oh my fucking god. Anyway, then we move on to new metal like System of a Down, and then we move on new metal. You know that's new metal.
When
Are
System
you?
of a Down came out, it was alternative. That's
I am not going to argue genres of metal with you. They are considered new metal. Oh my god, I am drunk. I can't even say words. This is why I'm not going to argue with you. Because they are new metal. Yeah, no, I am drunk and I will not enunciate the way I want to enunciate. That is why.
You enunciate, right?
Enunciate.
Nailed it.
Enunciate new metal is System of a Down.
I believe in you.
Are you sure? Anyway, so
This show's going great, guys.
going on from new metal, guess what I discovered? I just
Alcohol.
No.
Where would you find it?
I got
This show is going great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening.
I have my
Thank you for
towel,
watching. This is
and
fantastic.
that is what is
I did not
important.
realize the extent of alcohol that had happened.
That matters,
So,
yes.
I'm
Okay.
glad.
Anyway, so I started listening to black metal. But mainstream black metal, like Cradle of Filth.
White metal.
Nothing. Literally nothing. Unless you're racist. What's wrong with it? But if you're not racist,
I just threw that ball of me. Just boom. Swing.
if you're not racist, nothing is wrong with black metal. So anyway, I got into black metal, but me.
I'm so happy that was.
I'm
I
black.
threw curveballs at my guess, and you just fucking swung in the head. All right.
I don't. For the record,
I was
y'all,
not ready for
I
that.
don't think I'm funny. I
You're
just
wrong.
say words,
You're wrong, and I'm
and
sure
then
they would agree.
and then people laughing, and I can't help it. Okay. So whatever.
What we call moment of sin.
Can't even wait for that.
Wait,
We need to.
we gotta do something. Hold
We
on.
what do we have to do?
When something is learned, we have to do the thing. Nope, it didn't work.
Oh.
Is that one? Yeah.
Yes, now you know. I don't even know what you know, but you know it now.
But it wasn't the one. Anyway.
So anyway, I listen to a lot of metal, and now I love extreme metal. If you don't know what that is, that's basically death, black, and thrash metal, and everything in between. So you have, you one in between. Okay, so you have death. Listen. Okay, it's got program moment coming. You have death metal, black metal, thrash metal. You have death metal. Oh my fucking god. Well, for those of you who have seen Scott Pilgrim, you have a Scott Pilgrim moment. Or, I guess, if you haven't seen that, you have a Forrest Gump moment coming up. So, you have...
Oh, yes, I have.
Okay.
I'm confused as to what you mean by that. So, continue.
Bubba.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
All the shrimps. Right. So you have black metal. You have death metal. You have death and you have death and black. Right. You have death.
So there's combinations.
Thrash. Yes. There are combinations of basically everything, and it depends on the technique you are using. Yes.
I worked on that one.
So, not the point. I could get into that was my cat.
Got it.
Yeah. So, actually, yeah. Anyway. Yep. So, aside from getting into all of those genres, what you were talking about is that I love that extreme metal, and I want to find. I'm also a teacher, obviously, and I.
Making songs for kids.
Yes.
Which, if I'm not mistaken, came from that metal band.
Yes. Oh my gosh, can you show them my kids' demo? My Classroom Corner demo? That sounds fun. This is basically what
Classroom
I
Corner
do
demo.
YouTube. Classroom
I
Corner.
know how to get to YouTube. I'm trying to think of how to show it here because I didn't work on that design. Keep talking, keep talking. I'll
So
work on it.
anyway, while he's working on that, I have these hopes that I will take my songs that I have made. I have many songs and no equipment to use and no skill to create the tunes that I have in my head, but I want to take the techniques of extreme metal, death metal, black metal, thrash metal, death and black metal, thrash metal, black and thrash metal, death and black thrash, all of it. And I want to create kid-friendly metal. And I am on my way toward that with Miss Busby's board. I have the songs that I am using for my workouts, which is exciting. We're going to use some Ex Mortis, so we're going to use some Black Crown Initiate. It's going to be so much fun. But I can't use everything because not everything is child appropriate. And as much as I like the style, the dancey style that you can get with metal, the lyrics are obviously for adults, just like many other things. So I want to continue to create a genre for children that can enjoy the techniques of metal while getting some awesome lessons about many different things. But it all starts with having people to collaborate with. And I'm slowly starting to collaborate with some people. If you're someone that wants to collaborate, I'm more than happy.
I collab with you, right?
It's true. Yeah, absolutely. You helped me with a lot of things. And hopefully, once I get more instruments and better equipment, yeah, you're seeing weird things now. It's okay. But once I get better equipment, and during this quarantine, shelter in place, whatever you want to call it, I can't exactly get the equipment I want. But eventually I will. I'm going to continue to say wheel.
You want me to play?
Are you just the Classroom Corner? It should. That's the name. If you go to facebook.com/Miss Busby, you'll find there it is. Yep, I am the Classroom Corner. If anyone ever claims they're the Classroom Corner, they're lying. It is definitely my intellectual property.
Shit, I got no audio.
Oh, good. No audio. Great. But at least you can see the logo. Keska made that.
This is the audio, right? Is that?
I can't hear it.
No.
But it should be. It should just be the audio.
Oh,
yeah.
so there's no video here.
No, there's no
So I don't
video.
need to
Just the
pull this shit
audio.
up.
Just audio.
Well, in that case, I can just pull it over here.
Well, you
'Cause
pull
I
it
didn't
wherever you
realize
want to
that-
pull it.
I didn't realize that was just audio, because if it's just audio, I can just pull it up on my phone and I can. Everybody can hear it on my phone. Here.
Oh man, you get to hear my voice. Takes to learn this, okay? The rhythm, the tempo gets off pretty bad at the end. They only had 2 weeks, okay? And of course, my 32 children, yeah, 32 students, would be 32 6-year-olds. Okay, 32 6-year-olds are doing this. Best part's coming up. They get crazy during this. I tell them to just do whatever.
System of a Down.
Exactly. Yes. I can't do all the moves. Yeah, I would have to stand up. It's in history, science, and math too. She will help you all and reteach it too. Strategy for you. Total physical response gets us learning and moving until we're more. We did this for the talent show. It was fun. We did.
Somebody play the guitar?
Oh no, I had this recorded. And because my kids, again, we had 2 weeks to learn this, and they were pretty shy on stage. So they recorded it for me, and I told them, if you are worried on stage, don't worry. I have the CD. They will hear us anyway, even if you get scared. So that was the beginning of that. I don't know if you have children, but if you do, Cuckoo Kangaroo is one of my biggest inspirations here.
Oh, that's a good point. I can probably put the link to that video in there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna do it on my phone instead.
And hopefully, I will be able to continue using metal to help educate kids, because metal is fun.
And one theoretically, you could like invent a genre there.
Absolutely, and I plan to. Yes, but guess what I need? I need musicians who will collaborate with me, and I'm getting there. I am. You can hear
the show
random things, but I have musicians who are ready to collaborate with me. But do you want to know what I need before they can help me collaborate? I need a program that will help me create rhythms and beats that I can send to them and say, hey, I've thought of this rhythm and I've thought of this tempo of this beat. Can you write something over it? And write something over it, and I send it to the next person. Hey, write something over this. Yes, and that's my plan. And I have people who are ready to do that, but I don't have the equipment. And guess what? Because of coronavirus, I still will not have the equipment until I can go back to work. So, yay. You'll just have to wait. I guess you'll just have to listen to me on The Freak and the Deviant.
And then your own show, which is
yes, Miss Busby is bored. If you go to facebook.com/Miss Busby, you can watch me at least tomorrow, for sure. Twitch./Miss Busby.
Miss Busby.
Yep.
So yeah, so that's so anybody that, like, again, if you have your kid and at home and you're bored out of your mind and you don't have anything to give them, it's a nice little entertainment venue.
Exactly.
My son does it and he just loves it.
I'm glad he does.
The intention is to have collaborations with other artists.
Exactly. Yes, and I want collaboration with the kids. If they want to comment and you want to comment along, it really helps the show keep going. So, we're all in this together during this shelter in place.
Yeah. And then the more online content there is, the more we flood the gates, the more entertainment there is.
Exactly.
The less people ever want to come back outside, and wouldn't that be a good one?
Just let Earth take over.
I thought it was funny. I went to a store recently, I think it was like a Walgreens or some shit, and like I run the card on the machine, and she's like, "It's been really slow lately." And I'm like, "Well, you see how empty the roads are out there? They're all on the internet right now."
Yeah.
Like the internet's flooded right now. There's too many people on there.
There are so many servers for so many sites that have been overflowed with activity, and they have to find alternative ways to make it work.
I can't wait for Pornhub to release like this month's like searches and stuff. Because I think Pornhub does that a lot. Like at the end of the year, they release like their statistics. And like in this day, this is the most searched word, and the most watched porn in this.
Exactly. Yeah.
Why does that stay like that so much? And there's some weird shit.
That's interesting. That's a sociology study right there.
Pornhub is doing they're actually using their website for research.
Do you think Pornhub just hires sociology majors?
They might. I have no idea.
I feel like that is an
Somebody sent me a
important
thing.
job
I
for
kind
porn.
of want to work for Pornhub. So apparently Pornhub
That's right.
is looking for translators, and I'm bilingual. And I'd
Exactly.
love to fucking work for
Perfect.
Pornhub, and I love translating, which is interesting.
Porn.
And so for the record, just to plug our show here, for those of you who are first-time listeners, this is the Freaking Deviant. You can find us at freakingdeviant.com. You can find us at twitch.tv/thefreakingdeviant. You can also look for The Freaking Deviant on YouTube. And of course, the audio will be on iTunes Podcast and Spotify and Google, and of course, and Google Podcasts and Google Play, I think it is. And of course, on Pornhub, every episode gets uploaded over there. I think there's like 10 episodes missing from somewhere in the beginning because we started. I threw the first 10, and then I started just catching up where we were, and I missed a chunk.
Oh.
So at some point, I'll catch up and put those missing episodes on Pornhub. If not,
But
just go to
it's
YouTube
not
or Twitch.
important for now.
It's not that important.
It's fine.
The newer ones are coming in there. It's fine. Are coming on Pornhub. But yeah, so thank you guys for listening. And of course, there's the ending of the show is gonna be weird. You know the ending phrase? Every show ends in the same phrase. It's the thing that's printed on the back of my iPad. You don't know it? Is the Baymax anything? Maybe I should do it.
Pen show.
I'm moving it. It's also.
Let's turn it around.
Why are you making me do things?
And the pain. I do. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So whenever we're ready to end the show, which we are about 20 minutes away, hopefully we can pull off the phrase and then do the thing, because every show has
I
to
don't
end
know
like
what the
that.
thing is, but I know the phrase now, so.
Yeah, and I said the first half, you say the other half. And that's
Oh,
how the show
okay.
is with me and Baymax. It's
Okay.
really weird.
I mean,
This
I'm
really-
here to do the
It
best
was
that I
invented
can.
by- It was invented by me and Baymax.
So I'm here to do the best I can. Psyduck is
You're doing
keeping me.
You're doing the best Baymax you can do. Oh no! Do that in the mic.
Okay, I don't know if you can hear it.
So that's happening today.
Psyduck is making me happy because if you were here for the first half of the show, you understand why I am sad. Correct. So
It's
you
weird
know.
how the tone of the show is just- we did this weird.
Yeah, it did. It kind
Did
of
we
went
lose any- anybody-
up and
is
down.
anybody
Maybe.
paying attention here?
I don't.
7 people apparently. Wow, interesting. Well, thank you guys for listening. Thank
Yeah.
you guys for watching.
I
This is
appreciate
the
you.
most fun, and again, we do this. I mean, I do this because I enjoy it. This is not necessarily your thing, but
I enjoy guesting. This is my second time on the show,
Yeah,
and
we have-
I enjoy it.
we've basically been isolated from humanity for a second, and like you're the only person I've been seeing.
Yeah, because we're shelter in
I know
place.
you're already sheltering.
Exactly. I've been quarantined for a couple of weeks now.
Before they told you to quarantine.
Yes,
you were
correct. I was already quarantined.
with you.
Yep, I'm definitely
Anybody
safe.
else that sees other people?
You're the only person I have also seen during this, beside my roommate. Yeah, my other two roommates are off visiting other people.
If I have the proper equipment, I'll bring an extra mic and we
Yeah,
I mean, if
absolutely.
this is the only way I can do the fucking show.
I think this
I
is
don't know if
fun.
Baymax is isolated, so I really don't know. He's just been working out the ass, so he might just not have the time and I'm too tired.
I mean, yeah. If you need me to guest for Baymax, I will be here.
Just cover
Here I
for
am.
Baymax until he can come back and start doing the show.
Yeah, well, I know I'm not him, but here I am.
You're
Anyway.
doing, well, I mean, you just did that again. The thing I love about Baymax is that I will throw the weirdest the weirdest line, and he doubles down on it, just like just kind of put it in the air, and you fucking swung at it. Where most people just go, "What the fuck was that?" I
Nope.
love how the metaphor is visualized here.
Daddy
People
didn't
judge
raise no
it when they
pussy.
throw a weird line.
Oh.
You and Baymax are down in the fucking swing.
Yep.
Make
That's
me laugh
definitely how I was raised. If you are also a child of rednecks, you completely
hard.
understand.
You're a child of rednecks?
Yeah,
Is
my
that-
in. See, oh, you know, I'm the.
Cat sounds-
I am.
You know what
Oh,
the cat sounds like? Like that spray thing you have, the
oh,
automatic.
I do. Yeah, the glaze. Oh, sorry for
So
product,
cute.
but yeah, the spray thing when you have like,
Yeah, Glaze
you know,
sponsor us. Send us money.
yeah, the right.
I want to be sponsored by Pornhub. We're
That
on
would-
Pornhub, we talk about
hey.
sex stuff.
Yeah, whatever. I'll take money. It sprays for a scent. You know what it is. Anyway, the cat sneezing sounds like
Yeah,
this.
the cat sneezing
Yes.
behind the camera, and then there's the
Correct.
the-
I don't even remember something before that. You know what does matter is that you have your fucking towel because it's episode 42. Okay,
So
episode
when
42.
so when I'm ready to tap out, I like throw
If you want to lose your defense, that's up to you. Do you want to know how you're just
Well,
supposed
we're all
to.
defending.
You
You
keep your towel. Yeah, they're scared of it. Okay.
You ready for the apocalypse? You have enough toilet paper?
I don't.
You have paper
No,
towels?
you know what I have
A
enough of?
bidet?
I have enough swords.
Huh?
I have enough swords.
Swords. That's
I have
how you're gonna
swords.
wipe.
No, that's how I'm gonna
That's
defend my house.
Oh, from the people that want toilet paper.
Right. I have
How are you
leaves.
gonna wipe your ass? That's the question.
I keep around in the backyard. I have enough toilet paper to last me as I see comfortably fit, and if for some fucking reason this lasts longer than that, then I'm just gonna drive to HEB.
Yeah.
So, because guess what? You can still go to the store, guys. Don't panic. Seriously, don't
This is the best time.
panic.
Don't fucking panic.
Don't panic.
Fuck
There
it
is
up for the rest of us.
no reason to panic. I bet you, I promise you, no grocery store would have to put in place the ridiculous measures that they have had to put in place if each individual person would stop fucking panicking. Okay? Stop fucking panicking.
Oh, can I put a visual on top of the screen that says "Don't
Yes,
panic"? That'll
please.
be
I'd be
fantastic.
fine with
I gotta
that.
work
Don't
on it.
panic. That goes perfectly fine with our episode -42. With all of the towels we have to defend ourselves when we're in line from people who have coronavirus. This is
Don't.
the best. I've only been on here twice. So. And it's at my house, in case you're wondering, this is my house. I live here.
Okay.
I probably shouldn't tell you that, but now you know.
There. Don't panic. This is the best. Fucking
Yes! Don't panic!
It's the best. It's the title for the show now. Let me put a,
Only certain people will get that. If you do get it, you should comment it. And anytime I am on this show, I hope you understand how much I love people commenting, because I love sarcasm and I love trolling, and the more you troll me, the more fun I'm going to have. So,
that's what this is
Yep.
like now.
yes!
Just don't panic. Should I
The
make
whole
it,
time?
Should I make it blink or like
Please.
roll or something?
No.
Just-
Oh yeah, just like wave through the whole time, just like a water, like when you touch it, and it waves through.
Fucking what?
Ripples? That's what it's called, ripples. Sorry, dissociative amnesia. I forget times. It's fine.
Scroll. Alright, we're gonna have a scrolling. Let's do that. So it'll be something like this.
Yes.
There you
I
go.
like- Perfect. Yes! Man, I hope you guys understand why we put that there.
I need to put some space in the at the end of it because it doesn't. There you go.
Perfect.
There you go. So it's like a news channel. Don't fucking panic. Don't fucking panic. I should put fucking in the middle of that. But don't panic is the correct thing.
Okay, so from
Wait, I need an exclamation
at
mark.
this
in
point, if you don't understand what 42 is, can they even see? They can't see the 42.
there. Yeah, they can.
Okay, if you don't understand what 42 is, if you do not understand what this towel is for, if you do not understand what, I need you to go to a library. I need you to register for a card. I need you to go on Amazon, because I just realized we're in quarantine and you probably
Nobody
can't go
can
to the library. So go on to Amazon, go onto your Kindle books, whatever you do to get your reading desires satisfied. And I need you to find
No, keep going. I'm sorry.
you need to find
like these words.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, okay? And
signal?
you need to read it. You find the signal. You find
the cover of
Hitchhiker's
the
Guide
book?
to the Galaxy. No, it's the cover of the book is just like a world. No.
no.
Okay.
So that's in the book. There's a
To be fair,
To be fair. No.
there may be several different covers now. The cover I have is just like a world,
Got it.
and it's just telling you like, yeah, it doesn't say don't
In the
panic.
movie, they showed that the book that explains the rules. It says don't
Right.
panic. on it.
Correct. No, on my original book, it just says Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Fun fact, when I was in 5th grade, so my IQ up here. Cool, now you know. So I was reading chapter books in like really young grades. Like I think this was 3rd grade. So third grade, I was reading Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Third grade, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Anyway, so third grade.
Nerd.
Third grade. Sucks to be you, nerd. Anyway, third grade, I'm reading Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and my teacher is taking our log. She's like asking us what book we're reading, and I told her what book I'm reading and what page I'm on, and at the end you're supposed to tell her what page you end on. This is, as a teacher, I'm telling you, this is tedious shit that no one needs to do, and this is bullshit. Anyway, point being, she walked up to me when I gave her the title of my book, and she asks me, this teacher, a motherfucking reading teacher, guys, she specialized in reading. Specialized. Okay, she had a master's in reading.
Screaming into the microphone.
I need you to understand that she had a master's in
I'm
reading.
aware, but you're overdriving that.
I'm gonna scream so loud you don't even understand.
Do
I'm
what you
not
gotta do.
really gonna
kill
scream
my,
loud.
kill my listeners. It's
I
fine.
am. I'm gonna kill all of you with my super
If you're
loud
listening on
voice.
headphones while taking shit, I'm really sorry about this. Make sure you wipe and wash your hands for 20 seconds.
I hope my reading teacher is watching this.
Who has a show?
My reading teacher wanted to know if this was an actual guide to learning how to hitchhike.
Oh my god.
A reading teacher. Do you see why I was screaming into the microphone?
Yeah.
A reading
I
teacher.
understand why, just don't.
Okay.
We're trying to make the experience sort of
been
pleasant for
reading for
listeners.
7
And
hours.
we're not using proper.
I think I'm using a much lower voice now.
Yeah.
Okay,
calm
good.
down, which is
Great.
impressive.
No, I haven't calmed down at all.
you
I have
sound-
self-control.
That's impressive.
Okay, yeah, no, I have not calmed down in any way, shape, or form.
Fake it well.
There is so much energy, you don't even know how much energy is happening in this
I
brain
mean, I
right
just ran
now.
out of monster here. Oops. I didn't
You
mean to-
just
I didn't mean to
ran
digress.
out of products that should not be
Of
named.
caffeine.
Yeah, Dow should not be named.
Monster, give me free shit.
Yeah, yeah. He who should not be named. Exactly.
I would
So,
love to be sponsored by Monster Energy drinks. I want my
I would love to be sponsored by anyone who wants to give me money. Want
Is there-
me?
okay, so
Want to
here's the
sponsor
question.
me? Here I am.
What product would you deny money from if they were to offer it to you?
Unfortunately,
You don't have any
and this is
walls?
gonna no, I unfortunately, and I hate saying this on your podcast because I very much support them, but as a teacher who has a teaching certificate, I cannot accept sponsors from Pornhub.
Oh. So like
That would not
company, Viber company, none of that shit?
exactly anything
Are you
ra-
in trouble by being
anything-
in my podcast?
Yes and no.
Okay.
No, because I'm a teacher and this is fucking America, and
You can be a guest on the podcast.
I have
But you are
been
saying
a
yes,
I
by
have
the way.
been a
You haven't
teacher.
heard of the N-word yet, so
I
that's
have
not a
no.
big deal.
I'm not a bad person. I have been a teacher for over 10 years now, and honestly, if any of you want to try and test me for my teaching certificate, if you want to turn me into the TEA, then test me. See how many people I have who justify how awesome of a teacher I am, and then we'll see if my teaching certificate gets taken away. But I am it's not a threat at all in any way, shape, or form.
Well, someone says test me, it scares me a bit.
No, when I say test
did
me,
Like actually give you a test?
like
That'd be fantastic.
go to the TEA, send them a report, tell them try to figure out my real name. Good job, and tell them
No problem.
that I'm not a good enough teacher, and then see how many people come to my aid, and see how many people.
You have supporters all over the
Yes,
world,
I am in Texas considered a highly qualified teacher, and thank you. Yay.
That it has to
That-
make it. There you go.
Yes,
If it
that
doesn't sound, it doesn't count.
that
Treason.
is very high. I very much understand that your show is for adults,
It's definitely.
and anyone who watches it should understand
Although,
that it is
I have
for
been
18 and
told-
above.
Yeah. And it's actually rated restricted for adults.
Exactly.
However,
Exactly.
I have been told that there are younger people watching, and I don't know why their parents are.
And I will tell exactly, because if younger people are watching, that is the fault of the parents, and I will
Not the
continue.
creator of the content.
Exactly.
It's actually
It is
kind of
not
really-
our responsibility to tell your children how you expect them to act. it is your responsibility, if you allow them to watch this content, to talk to them afterward and let them know what is adult appropriate, 18 above, and what is meant for children.
What is your opinion on kids watching horror movies?
So that's a complicated opinion because
Many parents are like, but that's not appropriate.
because
Like,
I
it's artistic to them.
I was one of the kids who, when I was 4 years old, I was watching many rated R movies.
Like, you watch, like,
Terminator.
Jason and
Y-
Freddy Krueger,
yes, absolutely. Jason, Freddy Krueger, Terminator,
Halloween.
Yes, absolutely. I also had a much different childhood than many people. My parents, even though they had many negative faults, also talked to me. If you if you I'm not even kidding. If you allow your children to watch these shows, if you allow your children to go on YouTube and you are not monitoring what they do, if you are not setting restrictions in their eyes for what they should be doing, then you better be talking to them about the content. That is what is important. Is if you as a parent, who they look up to most, are communicating with them and letting them understand this is fiction, this is not real, this is not what you should do in real life. In real life, this is taboo, this is morally wrong. They will understand. If you're letting them watch things and you're not talking to them about the content and you're letting them watch whatever they want without monitoring it and without telling them whether it's good or not, their brain is going to find a way to accept it. They are going, and I promise, if they are below the age of 8 years old, if they're below the age of 10 years old, and you are letting them watch whatever they want on YouTube, your child is going to become a sociopath. You need to monitor what your children do.
Now, again, that does go in both directions, because some people will say, well, don't let them have YouTube. Why would you put YouTube? Like,
That's up to you.
Still interesting things. Like, my son learns from kids.
Absolutely.
And even then, I have an app on my phone.
And I've
where I
seen
see
you.
his history.
Yes, monitor what it does.
Yeah. Because I know there's some fucking, I think that orange guy did like some Peppa Pig videos. That
Exactly. Exactly.
So I basically dislike that so it doesn't get offered to him.
Yeah.
But I do believe like YouTube is a beautiful tool because he plays Minecraft a lot.
It's a good tool for kids. Minecraft is wonderful. All technology is good for kids. Everything is great in moderation. Yes.
So the cool thing is that apparently, I didn't know this about Minecraft. There are things that you have to get to make a portal. Of some
Yes.
sort.
Yes.
And you need a particular tool. He didn't know how to do it, and he straight out went to Google and to YouTube. And how do I make a blah 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 portal?
Exactly.
And it gives him instructions, and he goes
Ta-da!
back to the game, and then he finds videos of people
Yes.
doing it.
And that's a
like,
beautiful.
Just learning, you know, like, this motherfucker knows how to play that game better than I know how to play my game.
That is a beautiful example of.
It brings me back to like the old, I remember Nintendo game where you had to get the magazine for the cheats.
Yeah.
You had to go to the magazine. Like,
Exactly.
oh man, that's it was like 20 fucking things.
Or you put your fan art, put it on Facebook, and you put it to the magazine. That's where fan art went.
Really?
You submit it to the magazine.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. But yeah, so like that's something. He has this beautiful tool that just he fixes the game that he's struggling with by looking at it on YouTube, and then he also sees like it offers him another video of somebody playing another similar game, and he goes, "Daddy, can I have that game?" And I look it up, and I'm like, "Let's see the videos of people playing it."
And notice
That's
that.
his history.
No, he looked up the program before he let his child download it. Okay.
Some of them I've seen before because I get offered my heavy DD.
Right.
So it pops up on my phone. I'm like, yeah, let's play that game. Oh, this is lame. I know it's a lame little ball bouncing game and nothing funny.
But something great for a 6-year-old.
Yeah, so like that'll do for him. So when those games come through, I'm like, yeah, it's fine. But there, I think one of the ones that is like, nope. It's one is like Granny's something.
I don't remember what it's called. Oh,
Yeah,
please don't
I
have
think
a
it's Granny's
hairball.
House or something like that.
It's not. Don't
And then-
download that for your children.
Yeah, don't do that. And then Baldy.
Baldi's is ish.
Doesn't he hit kids with a ruler,
It
though?
de-
And
it
apparently they have
depends-
trouble for doing that at school
It
anyway.
depends on your parenting style.
Got it.
So, if you're talking to your kids, then Baldy's not horrible because you understand, and now your son understands that hitting people with a ruler is not a good thing, and that it is a bad thing.
Is it punishment in the game?
Yes, but it.
Yes, because it's like, oh, it looks fun.
So explain. And I remember that you told me that at one point he was doing it for fun. He was pretending he had a ruler. But when you explained to him in your conversation, and told him that this is not something that we do to people, Baldy is doing this because it is a punishment. He understands now, and all it took, you guys, was communication. That's all it took.
That's the key for like everything.
Yes, communication.
Seems like.
Communication is key
On
for
that note,
literally
we are
everything.
completely out of time. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for listening. You guys have an absolutely great night. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
For joining me.
I hope I did
I'm so used
good
to
enough substitution for Baymax.
It was not terrible. You didn't ruin the show. And I think you're
So
sobering up slowly.
bring us to the end of the show.
A little bit.
Thank you for being here. Life is chaos.
Nothing is sacred.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy. Thank you guys for listening. Good night.